Hi, well, I'm not going to beat about the bush. I'm going to get straight to it. Yes, I went and had an x ray done last November. And look, I got the results back. The doctor called me. Um, and, you've got to remember, I had my first x rays done in January 2016. Overinflated lungs, emphysema. The doctor said to me, this is what you've got. Right from the outset, never accepted it. Right, I thought to myself, nah, this is not going to take me out. So I've embarked on a holistic journey to heal myself of emphysema. And at that point, in November, when I went to have the x rays, a period of 10, 11 months is all it's taken. Got the results back. Both my lungs are at the upper limit of normal. No emphysema whatsoever. However, there is a mild bronchial presence. Otherwise, lungs appeared to be normal. This is what the results were. I said to the doctor, well, are you surprised? He said, well, very, because he said to me before I went for the x rays, I said to him, well, look, you know, what's the prognosis? What do you think? And he said, well, yeah, it's bound to be the same or worse. He said because it's a progressive illness, right? So I said to him, well, you would be surprised, and hey, lo and behold, he was surprised. So that's really really awesome. In the last 10 months, I have been going to the doctor, this medical doctor, and I've been asking him to record everything that I've been doing. Okay, so what have I been doing? Okay, I'm just going to give you a rundown. I have approach this in a holistic way, looking after the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual aspects of my being, not just the physical ailment, okay? And digging deep to finding, well, what has actually contributed to all of that to have me have emphysema, besides the fact that I smoked, and I haven't had a cigarette in 14 years, so 13 years. And so, I take full ownership of that. But moving forward, what do I need to do, to heal me? And so, yeah, first thing, got rid of sugar out of the diet, got rid of sugar, got rid of gluten out of the diet, eating fresh, healthy greens, fruits, vegetables, smoothies, chia seeds, all of that sort of stuff, lipospheric vitamin C. Towards the end for me and recreating healthy cells for my lungs, PXP Royale. It's a superfood. It's a purple rice out of Thailand. Thailand, not China. China's synthetic out of Thailand. Okay, feeds the mitochondria, which is good for healthy cells. Okay, came across that, met a young woman, stage 4 throat cancer. And the issue was having all this chemo and everything and feeling very sick, not a well girl at all. She then decided, no, I'm not doing this. I'm doing this in a holistic way. And yeah, and here she was showing me this PXP Royale, gave me a 2 weeks free supply of it. Went home, tried it, decided I just kind of felt that this was the right thing. And by the way, this woman did a marathon about 2 months ago. Absolutely amazing. And so, yep, so that was a good product for me. Now, Herbal Pathways, www.herbalpathways.co.nz. She helped facilitate and co-create with me good outcomes for me in terms of creating wellness into my lungs. And she was intuitive enough to be able to work in with my body to see the herbal range that I was actually needing to take to support all levels, metaphysically and physically, to help me achieve that, and very, very amazing. And yeah, just gifted people out there in our communities. I just want to say, look, if you are dealing with emphysema or any other illness, actually, where you've actually been told that it's terminal or progressive, as they call it today, that, what I would like to think that my journey is testament to the fact that we can get well inside of these you know, you know, what the doctors tell us. I mean, I'm just hoping my story, carrying it forward, will encourage you to find out what your truth is. Because I can't give you, I can't say to you that do what I did because it's going to make you well, because it's not a one size fits all, because it incorporates everything on a holistic, I mean, the fact that I went off and had counselling because I believed that a lot of the grief was constricting, working in a negative way, impacting, the physical cells of my body. And so, and you may not need that, or you may need that, but, you got to do it in your way and the way that it actually suits you. I mean, I'm just kind of here to tell you that it does work and it can work. Um, I mean, clearly. And I want to encourage you into doing that, and, a little bit of faith helps, as well. I mean, at the end of the day, I know that, I've done 10 of these vlogs, sharing my journey forward. And I just know that, for me, sometimes at 2 o'clock in the morning when I was struggling to breathe in or out, and sometimes it was very scary for me, that at the end of the day, regardless as to all the support that you've got and what everyone tells you, um, and even though that you have the intent to get well and to overcome this, that sometimes in those darkest moments that it's just you and it in the boxing ring, and man, it certainly is helpful if you believe in something, that's bigger than all of us, really. And for me, it was a God of my understanding, and so for you, it may be whatever. And you know what? It doesn't matter what that is. There's no right way or wrong way in this. And so long as you've got something, and, because it is a holistic approach when you're actually dealing with, healing yourself of a terminal illness. It just is, it's a full package. And, I guess I'm just here to say, well, it can be done. And so, and look, hey, I'm no one special, honestly. I'm just, I'm just like you are, and I'm just a normal person out there in community, and I mean, I'm a partner and a mother, and and I've got a gorgeous daughter and stepdaughters, and and I have a job, and life goes on, and I've got to pay my bills, and there's plenty to stress. With things out there, and I mean, we're not wealthy. I didn't win lotto or anything like that, so I don't have those sort of reprieves going on. And at the end of the day, I still had to get out there and pay the bills and, do all that stuff and try and kind of, you know, overcome this as well. And so, I'm saying that because, it can be done. You just have to believe it, and it all starts with intent, and an attitude that, you know what, I can do this, and some faith, and taking right action, and eating the right foods, and clearly not smoking, people, because um, that just does not help matters, when you're trying to do all this, but you're still puffing away, I mean, I haven't had a cigarette in 14 years, but I know what that would be like if you've been diagnosed with emphysema and you're still a smoker. Trust me, I understand, but you've got to get rid of it. Seriously, you've got to stop doing that. If you want to live, you've got to stop doing that, because it's just one step forward and five backwards otherwise, and but hey, if you're choosing not to do that, and all I can say is be happy in it, and yeah. So, look, so I guess this is the final part of my journey. This is me saying, you know what, it worked. It worked. What I set out to do, a year ago now, because we're in January now, a year ago, what I set out to do, to not have it to get worse or take me out or whatever, has actually worked. And I'm feeling very happy about that, obviously. But more importantly, I just want to say that whatever it is that you are dealing with, just look look inside yourself, because that's where your truth is. Look into your heart, and you know the answers, what you've got to do, and just really believe and have trust and faith in the process if you are choosing to go about things in a holistic way. Um, yeah, but you've got to take responsibility um, for the choices that you make inside of your eating and the way that you go about things, and the people who you choose to be part of the professional, the professional input that you actually have from, professionals inside of our health, whether it be alternative or, in the farmer way. You've got to take responsibility for the decisions that you make, and not just hand over all that responsibility to the other people to make you well. You've got to play a part in it yourself. And if you ever want to brainstorm any of that with me, I'm certainly open to it. And if I don't hear from you, all the best on your journey. And yeah, I just want to close this in saying that there's a tremendous amount of power in prayer also. Okay, cheers. See you later.